season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaBelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bearcats will put total leather to crank us up. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So the BYU Cougars offense will go on the attack first. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Slips through the line. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bearcats offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man quickly. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. Think about the Big 12 conference. It just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pressure coming. And he's snowed under. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play-action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you. You have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes, it's too late. You saw that right there.
And that was just an exceptional read and run by that quarterback.
And it looks easy, but man, the practice hours that goes into this, putting the ball in the running back's belly, and him understanding, like, listen, I'm going to snatch this thing back from you, but you need to act like you're taking it every play. A lot of timing goes into that kind of play.
They booted away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
What a grab with one hand. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him. Shoot, let's go to him a 3rd time.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Reads and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead is 6 in the 1st.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Looking to throw, it's moved. Quick strike complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Brooks. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Looking to throw. fires it. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
You want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is really good in coverage.
The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, it's a reverse. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And RD, I love creative offensive coordinators. They don't just split a guy out wide that has game-breaking speed nowadays. Now they shift him, they motion, they put him all over the place. They put him in motion and give him the football. Just find ways to get your playmakers the football and get the football to him in space where he can do damage like he did on this play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. A great catch and run for 6.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Keeps looking downfield. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Hands it off. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Snap from the gun on third down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll go to the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Scanning the field. It's Moon. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This BYU offense set up with another first down. They'll run play action. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Cougars. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He's got him. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Fires to the big fella. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Complete downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense... where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup for 4. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Moon. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Bearcats just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Off play action on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Quick completion on the out route. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. On target. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 7. In the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Snags it. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Makes the catch at the 45. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee in this